What's good with it, my ghetto Americans? Y'all know who it is. COOLIOTA, Unda Dogg. Rocking with DJ Derek B for the music business class. And today's topic, what I'm going to talk about is setting up your own tour and booking your own shows. People always think, oh man, I want to put me on your shows, man. How you get so many shows? It's a process, but I'm going to make it simple. I ain't going to go through the complications. I'm going to go through the simple, first, easy process. The first process of getting your shows lined up and booking your own shows is riding through your own city first, finding which venues, a local bar, a local community center, see if they can rent it out, see if you can do management, find the manager of the building and see with the management, see if you can do a exchange. You know, they get a share of the profits. You know, if it hold 150 people, 200 people, y'all come to a price what you're going to charge per person. You might say, well, I'm going to charge $10 per head. That's $2,000. You feel me? You keep a G, you get the building people a G. Or if it's at a club or a bar, the bar, they keep the money for the drinks and you get the door. So go look for a small bar. It don't have to be a big venue. It could be a bar that hold 50 people, 75 people. It's like you throwing a party basically in your house. But you going to do this at the bar and at the club. It's your birthday, but it's your show. You got a new album coming out. So you want to have an album release party. Always try to get a good theme going for it. It's St. Patrick's Day. Have it around St. Patrick's Day. Make it a St. Patrick's Day theme. If it's around Christmas, have it a Christmas theme. If it's somebody's birthday, if it's Libra season, Leo season, make it themed, you know, and look at it as a party that you having for yourself, but you inviting people to come have fun with you. But at the same time, you booking your tour and setting up your show. So you go contact the manager, like I said at the beginning. You go contact the manager and tell them, man, look, I'm trying to have a show in your venue. You know, I can bring, he might say, well, on Friday and Saturday, I'm already got a crowd in here. I'm already booked. And you could tell them, well, I'm going to bring more people. You feel me? I'm going to have it packed in here. And your bar going to cover 5G. So they might do a bar thing. If we don't make so much at the bar, you got to cover whatever their minimum might be. But other than that, if it's a cool manager, he said, okay, I get the bar, you get the door. And some people, they feel at some of these clubs, if you pack it out enough, they might give you a 5%, 10% split of they bar. You know, so that's where you start at first, finding small little venues, you know, and looking in cities that people don't even think, you know, Medford, Oregon, Vallejo, Fairfield. You know, it don't have to be Oakland and the big city, San Francisco and San Jose. It don't have to be LA. You know, it don't have to be Inglewood. You can find the smaller little cities that surround in that area and on the outskirts. You know, so find something that's small and you can get a good crowd in there. You should have at least 30 or 40 people that mess with you if you promote your music and you got an album coming out. You start mingling with people and getting to know people and getting to know the owners of the club and getting to know the managers of the club. And you build a relationship with them off of piggybacking off of somebody else's show. That's another step. You can piggyback off of somebody else's show and get the connections of, or even who the promoter is of their show. And they might work with you to help you build your own tour. You get a good 10, 15 city tour in some of these small venues, your name start ringing. You passing out, you got merchandise, you passing out flyers, you got t-shirts, you got stuff that gives you a visual, you know. And I come from the promotion era, we call it hand-to-hand combat. So you want 3 visuals, you give them 3 visuals. So that could be a shirt, they seen you on a shirt, bam. A flyer, they saw you on the flyer. Then third, they saw you in a magazine or they saw your video. So they putting all this together. So that's how you start getting your fan base built up more and more to booking your tour, to make people want to see who you are, see how you perform, and bring a good stage presence. You know, bring a good live stage presence, have it down to the T. And like I said, the key is building a relationship. So you want to start with finding venues that some people might even overlook. It might be a shady little bar on the corner that, you know, only 5 or 6 people go to during the week. And it might be only 13 people, you know, during the weekend. You might go in there and talk to the owner or the manager and say, man, I could bring 50 people in here for the weekend, man, and have this place as a party. You know, don't tell them you coming rowdy and you going to start nothing and it's going to be no drama. You got to convince them that you can bring the party in there. And the next step is convincing all your friends to help you promote it, help get on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. They got so many outlets right now how you can promote it, but always do hand-to-hand combat. Put some posters visible in the local liquor store and that's closer to that venue. You feel me? And then some of the venues, they might charge you 500. You can do places like the Catalyst Club, Whiskey a Go-Go. They charge you a fee to book their venue. But if you feel that you're going to make your money back on booking these venues, then you put your little bread up. It ain't going to cost you no more than $1,000 to actually get your own venue set up. So that's where I would say start with booking your own tour and setting up your own shows, is finding the smaller venues and the smaller little community centers, places that people will let you rent their venues. You feel me? That's how I started. That's how I still do it. I book my own shows. I've been on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows that in all touring for years, and I booked my own tours. Nobody called me to book me for a tour. Nobody took me on their tour. I took people on my tour because I called these venues, made a relationship, went out to Las Vegas, met people, went out to Idaho, met people, went out to Utah, met people. You know, so you go, and then you might have homeboys that's, oh man, you should come out here in Memphis. What you do is you tell him, go find me a bar in Memphis. Find me somewhere I can come to in Memphis. Contact me with the manager and let him know you're trying to get me to come out there. And bam, when I call him and say, man, I'm trying to come throw a show out there. My name is the Unda Dogg. You feel me? And give him all my information, show him all my social media, show him I got a little following. And they might not even charge you to book his venue. He just wants the bar if you can bring a crowd. And so, and all your family members in Miami, ask them what's the local clubs, what's the local bars. It might not be Live and all these big 2,000-3,000 people venue, but if you got a few extra dollars, if you got 10 G's to invest in yourself, you book you a headliner, you get a good big name. You got a little change to invest in yourself, you can get you a good name. And there's a lot of names that's popping in hip hop. You got Baby Bash, Burner, you got the boys, people in the Bay that's popping. You still Snoop Dogg, The Game. You in LA and in that area, G Weez, you hit up a lot of these artists. You'll be surprised that, you know, they'll let you book them for the right price. You know, you just got to reach out to these people and take money to make money. So you can do that route too. Already got the money, get the bigger venues. You know, get the bigger venues. But if you're just starting and you don't got too much money, start with the small community centers, the small clubs and bars. You know, there's not too many people can fit in. Plus, you get 60, 70 people in a small building. Boy, it's going to be rocking because you're going to be in there like sardines. Y'all know what it is. COOLIO, the Unda Dogg Music Business Class. DJ Derek B, you know what it is.